In a small, quiet town nestled between rolling hills, there lived a man named Henry. Henry was a simple man, known for his kind heart and warm smile. He spent his days tending to his garden, helping neighbors, and sharing stories with the children who gathered around him every evening. But there was something different about Henry, something that set him apart from everyone else in the town. Henry had a secret that he had carried with him for many years, one that he had only ever shared with his closest friend, a wise old owl named Oliver, who visited him every night. You see, Henry knew exactly when and how he would die. It wasn't a curse or a prophecy, but a quiet, deep knowing that had settled in his heart like the gentle breeze that whispered through the trees. At first, this knowledge weighed heavily on Henry. He would wake up in the middle of the night, drenched in sweat, his heart pounding with fear. The thought of death, of leaving behind everything and everyone he loved, filled him with dread. He began to avoid the things he once enjoyed, too consumed by the fear of his impending end. But one night, as Henry sat in his garden under the light of the full moon, Oliver landed softly on his shoulder and said, "Why do you fear what you know is inevitable, dear Henry? You, of all people, understand the beauty of life. Why let the knowledge of its end cast a shadow over it?" Henry pondered Oliver's words. He had always believed that life was a gift, a precious journey filled with moments to be cherished. Yet here he was, allowing the end of that journey to overshadow all the joy and love he had experienced. That night, Henry made a decision. He decided that he would not let fear dictate his life. He would live each day as if it were his last, and when the time came, he would face it with a smile. From that day on, Henry's life changed. He began to cherish every moment, every breath, every smile. He would wake up each morning with gratitude in his heart, eager to experience the day ahead. He spent more time with his friends, shared more stories with the children, and filled his days with laughter and love. He became a source of light for the people in his town, a beacon of hope and joy. Years passed, and Henry grew old. His hair turned white, and his steps became slower, but his smile never faded. He had lived a full life, a life filled with love, laughter, and peace. And then, one day, as the sun set and painted the sky in shades of gold and crimson, Henry knew that his time had come. He lay down in his garden, surrounded by the flowers he had tended to for so many years, and closed his eyes. As he took his last breath, a smile spread across his face. He felt no fear, no sadness, only a deep sense of peace. He had lived his life to the fullest, and now he was ready to embrace the end. The townspeople found Henry the next morning, lying peacefully among his flowers, a smile still on his face. They mourned his passing, but they also celebrated his life. For Henry had shown them that death was not something to be feared, but a part of the beautiful journey of life. He had taught them that it was possible to face the end with a smile, to die not with regret or sorrow, but with a heart full of love and gratitude. And so, Henry's story became a legend in the town, a story that was passed down from generation to generation. A story that reminded everyone who heard it that life is a precious gift, one to be lived fully and joyfully. And when the time comes to say goodbye, to face it with a smile, knowing that they had lived a life worth living,